Welcome to A Change in Story. Today's episode is a quick tip where we break down a mental health or personal development topic in 180 seconds to help you shift or reframe your perspective. Today's topic explores the truth behind multitasking and why it's not always providing the productivity rewards you might expect. To be honest, most of us are multitasking some or even most of the time. It's easier than ever to listen to a podcast while doing work and simultaneously cooking, texting a friend, and reading the captions on a YouTube video. With modern technology, we can take in a ton of information and get a lot of things done all at once. But there's also a biological reason that we're prone to multitasking, and that's because our brains essentially get a short-term fix from doing multiple things at the same time, because it activates a dopamine-seeking feedback loop. In his book, The Organized Mind, Thinking Straight in the Age of Information Overload, neuroscientist and cognitive psychologist Daniel Levitin explains that the prefrontal cortex, or the part of the brain that is responsible for focusing, has a novelty bias. It likes new things and can be easily distracted by them. So when we're multitasking, that sends a signal to the reward-seeking part of the brain, which then releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone. And because we feel good, we're more inclined to continue multitasking. The downside, though, is that there's a fair amount of research that suggests multitasking has negative side effects on our brains, mental health, and ironically, on our productivity. What's even more interesting is that some researchers have suggested that multitasking isn't even really a thing. For example, Levitin, the author of The Organized Mind, explains that what we think of as multitasking is actually task switching, or our brain switching from task to task to task. We just think we're doing it all at once. And each time we're switching between those different tasks, our brain also has to make a switch and readjust to what it's doing. And all those tiny incremental shifts can start to add up and contribute to lost efficiency. For example, a 2001 study by a group of psychologists found that task switching could contribute to a roughly 40% loss in productivity. Research has also shown that multitasking can negatively affect your memory and decision-making ability, as well as increase your stress levels. So what can you do if you want to reduce multitasking? Well, one suggestion is to try and time batch your tasks. So you could give yourself a 20 to 30 minute window to complete one task and then take a break to check your phone, check your email, or do whatever else. Another strategy is to try and build in mindfulness activities, even in small increments throughout your day, to help build awareness around when your attention might be slipping and to help build the muscle to refocus your attention when it does start to wander. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening, and take care.